constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show.
He's going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Orji. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Orji. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, better look out! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clemson set up with another first down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you... Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Clemson. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping.
Got it in the middle, it's Cook. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown, so right away you're aggressive, you're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Cook. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Matthews. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. And remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another. But how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun. Looking left. That's caught. It's Casey. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Matthews. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Tigers stealing a score on special teams. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. What explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not like it into the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams?
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Rush is on him. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Boston College. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll run down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Throwing right. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll start this drive going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Shakes off the defender. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Boston College will send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic, breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like,
touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
and there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You
wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Defense.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Let's go! To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Orji. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got his man. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
To throw, it's Garrison. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The inside handoff. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 58 yards out. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Banks. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. BC back to work after picking up the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Garrison. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They're working that left side. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look